emails that had a classified marking on them and whether or not that classified marking was removed.
And the critical FBI interview known as the 302 is from July 30th, 2015, with a senior FBI official who runs what's called the Records Management Office. And let's go to the critical section of the paragraph. It says, redacted, that is the FBI agent involved, indicated he had been contacted by Patrick Kennedy, Under Secretary of State, who had asked his assistance in altering the email's classification in exchange for a quid pro quo. Redacted, that's the FBI agent again, advised that in exchange for marking the email unclassified, State would reciprocate by allowing the FBI to place more agents in countries where they are presently forbidden.
Phone lines are open for your questions right now. Call 1-800-684-3110.
Operation got underway about 4 o'clock in the morning local time after Prime Minister Abadi announced the operation had begun. The U.S. and the coalition there began the airstrikes and artillery. This fight will take some time, but this is the last town that ISIS holds, and they have lost to Crete, Fallujah, and Ramadi, and so there's every expectation that this coalition will be able to push ISIS out.
Well, I think that we have gotten ourselves into a place here in Iraq, and you see what just happened in Yemen. You see what's going on in Syria. I mean, we have a sort of an unfolding or unraveling of the Middle East, and it's happened over the last couple of years because we've given ourselves fewer options to be able to do the kinds of things we need to do.
And now, your host, Jordan Sekulow.
Welcome to Jay Sekulow Live. This is Jordan Sekulow. We are taking your phone calls at 1-800-684-3110. That's 1-800-684-3110. And hello to our Facebook and Periscope audience as well. Get your comments in and participate in the show that way. A lot to talk about. We have a presidential debate, the final presidential debate this week on Wednesday evening between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. And certainly there's new information, as you heard in the open of the broadcast, contained in FBI interview files. These are files that Congress requested be made public. We heard about these allegations last week and over the weekend by Chairman Jason Chaffetz, a congressman from Utah who chairs the House Government Reform and Oversight Committee, that and we've seen this reported a number of times, but we haven't had the actual document to point to it, that one of the individuals at the FBI, interviewed by the FBI about the email classification, the Hillary Clinton, the scandal ongoing there, and how they would release the emails, was pressured by an Undersecretary of State. So this is the officials right below the Secretary of State. He's the Undersecretary of State for Management, Patrick Kennedy, who asked, and the actual FBI agent said, quid pro quo, in their interview with the FBI about this. So quid pro quo, this for that, something for something. You do this, I'll do that. And what he said is, if you change the email classifications from classified to unclassified, I will allow you, the FBI. So I'm assuming that this individual, Undersecretary at the FBI, at the State Department was speaking to at the FBI, was high-ranking enough to offer these positions at the FBI, that they said, well, if you do this for us and change the email classifications on Hillary's emails, we will allow you, the FBI, to put more people out in countries that you have requested that you haven't been allowed to because of our diplomatic arrangements. First of all, think about the national security risk. Playing around with our diplomacy for email classification. So what emails would get classified markings and what would not. Add to that, in more of these Podesta, now this was not a leaked document, by the way, but in the Podesta documents that keep leaking out through WikiLeaks, you've got him complaining that the shooters in San Bernardino weren't a white guy, that it wasn't a guy named Chris Hayes, instead it was Saeed Farouk. And you've got these email back and forth complaining about that. I think it's all national security. We've got